Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring you the review for My Hero Academia manga chapter 350. So basically, this chapter is just the origin story of Dabi. The birth of Dabi, how Dabi came to be, and now we learn what happened to him after the incident where he was on the peak. I can't remember who he was on the peak, but he just ends up in a coma for 3 years, and we find out that once out of this coma, that the damage that has been done to his body, and basically he no longer feels pain, or it's just dulled to his. I think it's dulled. I don't think he doesn't feel pain at all. And we know about his own voice thing, and obviously, clearly the scars that damage left behind. But what was most interesting for me is the fact that we find out that even after the surgery, the recovery stage, he was only supposed to live, I think it was said, a month or so. And we find out that what exactly has been keeping him out, keeping him alive all this time, and that is the grudge that he has towards probably mostly his father, but maybe in the more sense his whole family. And that just made me have the brainstorm moment, which I wouldn't be surprised if many other people had this brainstorm moment as well. So we know that the grudge is what is keeping him alive, and we know that right now he is fighting his bro, and we know, well, we can safely assume that his bro is not going to be going in there with the killing intent to kill his bro. So what I think is we will get the standard talk no jitsu. If you don't know what that is, it just means when you basically, you have your fight, obviously the fight will still be there, but you also, the fight is not what wins over the opponent in this sense. It is your words that win over this opponent. Usually when this happens, when the person is won over with words and they revolt, and they come back to the good side, they usually die. This is what I see happening with Dabi. Because it is the grudge that is keeping him alive, him coming back to the good side, him releasing his grudge, would therefore turn off his life support and he would dare die. That sounds kind of deep when you think about it, but maybe they can slide in there on him saving Shoto, and he dies protecting his bro, protecting his family, and coming back to the light, whereas it's not just a straight he releases his grudge so he dies, and that makes it seem a little bit better. But that is essentially the route that I think we're going to take, and that is pretty much the takeaway of this chapter, at least for me. And I think it was alright. I think it was a decent chapter. I'm not really in the, like, we're in the story right now. I don't think flashbacks should be there. We started some action, let's get some proper action, and then go into flashbacks. So it's for that reason I'm a bit off with this chapter. But I do believe it should get a standard rating of a 3-star. And of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.